Hello everyone and welcome to County Perspective. This show focuses on Frederick County government, local programs and events, and the Frederick County community. I'm your host Brandon Rosa and thank you for joining me. Now let's start the first episode of 2025 with our top news stories. The City of Frederick has begun demolition at the site of the future Downtown Hotel and Conference Center, making a significant step in a $100 million public-private partnership. The project will transform Carroll Creek Park, bringing 208 hotel rooms, 21,000 square feet of meeting space, and a 250-space parking garage. Expected to create over 200 permanent jobs, it aims to enhance tourism and solidify downtown Frederick as an economic hub. The site's historic trolley building will be renovated for retail and office use. With the modified site plan approved and $7.5 million in state support secured, construction is closer than ever to starting.
Build your future here, because here's where you will win. Together, we're going to make this Maryland's decade, and people generations from now will remember that.
Frederick County has launched a dedicated webpage to keep residents informed about the Maryland-Piedmont Reliability Project, a proposed 70-mile high-voltage transmission line spanning Baltimore, Carroll, and Frederick counties. Overseen by FCG, the project requires approval from the Maryland Public Service Commission before construction can begin. Although the county lacks legal authority to approve or deny the project, officials strongly oppose it, citing concerns over its impact on homes, businesses, agricultural land, and historic resources. The site provides project updates, public hearing details, and instructions for submitting comments to the PSC, empowering residents to engage in the review process and advocate for their community. Frederick County's Child Advocacy Center has partnered with Thorpewood to offer nature-based mental health programs for children and their caregivers at no cost. Designed for children who have experienced trauma, the programs focus on ecotherapy to foster healing and resilience. Thorpewood's Environmental Learning Center provides activities that promote mindfulness, emotional regulation, self-esteem, and coping skills. The initiative also supports caregivers and a dedicated staff of the Child Advocacy Center. By combining therapeutic practices with nature's calming influence, the partnership empowers children to rebuild their lives and develop essential life skills in a supportive, natural setting. Now that 2025 is here, the Frederick County Council is ready to hit the ground running with tackling new bills and addressing public concerns. But what do these new bills entail? County Council President Brad Young has the answers. Let's hear what he had to say.
Well, the big topic every year is the budget. Last year we adopted a $981 million budget. It's quite a large amount of money, and our job is always to be good stewards for the taxpayers. One of the biggest items in the budget is our school system, and last year was a nice increase for them to be able to give raises to their staff that are there. Our county is growing fast. Our school system grew by over 10% in the last 5 years, and making sure that we have seats for our students and that we renovate our older seats, because we have a lot of older school buildings. Providing that funding was important. We passed the first recurring dedicated revenue stream for our school systems to deal with our older buildings. So this past year, we also did a historic ordinance update on the historic preservation, which was a big one. And we also passed a bodywork update into the language of bodyworks businesses, massage parlors. Unfortunately, there's been a lot of human trafficking that has gone on, so we updated the ordinance to make sure that the language was clear there. Those businesses have to register each year, so we know who is in those businesses to make sure that human trafficking isn't going on. And we also passed the South Frederick Living Plan, which updated the design for that area of the county, and we spent a lot of time on that. We think that will enable a lot of growth in that area of the county that will fit into the Livable Frederick Plan going forward. We talked a lot about the agritourism business. We had a couple bills that were introduced. They did not pass. We're trying to make sure that we encourage all the agritourism business we can, but also look at the impacts that those businesses have on their neighbors. Well, this year the budget is going to be, again, the big topic. We're looking at our state has a $3 billion structural deficit. And so I looked at the state's probably going to push some additional costs back to the county and maybe even reduce some of our funding streams. So until we get those numbers, also, looking at the economy, whether our revenue streams are going down, we have to have a balanced budget. We know that the school system is going to request more. The superintendent put out her new budget and requested $20 million above maintenance of effort. It's clear there's an interest by the industry in having data centers in Frederick County. So we want to make sure that if they come, they're in the right places, we have the right infrastructure, we have enough power. The other big issue for 2025 right now is the MPRP transmission line that was proposed to go through Frederick County. Our council has come out strongly opposed to putting that path through Frederick County. We've worked really hard to preserve a lot of our agricultural land. We do have a website, and on that we do have the agendas for upcoming meetings. We meet most every Tuesday throughout the year. We do take a small break in the summer and over the holidays, but most every Tuesday we meet here at 5:30. We do have public comment in every meeting, so if you want to share comments, you're welcome to come to the meeting and share them. You also can email them if you email to councilmembers@frederickcountymd.gov. That goes to the entire county council. You also can call in. The number for that is on the website. If you call in, your phone call will be transcribed and sent to the entire council. And we look forward to hearing from the public. So it's great when you can come into the meetings, if you can do that. If not, if you can send an email, and the council does read all the emails that come into us. We try to be as transparent and open as possible. I look forward to a great year in Frederick County this year, and again, welcome any public comment that you have to contact us. We're here to work for you. I love Frederick County. I'm here because of that, and so any comments, suggestions, they're welcome. Please reach out.
I'm looking forward to watching the upcoming county council meetings to see Frederick County continuing to move in a positive direction. Well, it's time for a quick break, but don't go anywhere because we're only halfway through this episode of County Perspective. See you in a few minutes. Welcome back to County Perspective. I'm your host, Brandon Rosa. It's freezing outside, and FCG-TV has some tips on keeping your home insulated this chilly winter season. But before we learn how to keep your house more toasty, let's see what fur baby is looking for a forever home in this episode's Pet of the Week.
After being adopted briefly last Christmas, Harley is coming up on 1 year as an FCAC resident. Harley is an active girl who would do best with regular exercise, but she is also super sweet. She loves affection and sometimes forgets she's 60 pounds when she crawls into your lap. If you're looking for a spunky girl to spice up your life, Harley might be the perfect fit. However, Harley is best suited for life as an only pet. To learn more about Harley and our adoption process, call Frederick County Animal Control and Pet Adoption Center at 301-600-1546.
When it's cold outside, you can certainly see your energy bill climb in price. I know I just did. So, if you want to save some money by winterizing your home, watch this video.
Set your thermostat for between 68 and 70 degrees, and make sure your house or apartment is well insulated. Also, consider installing a programmable thermostat to customize your heating so the system doesn't run while you don't need it. This will keep your home comfortable and your bills down. Install a carbon monoxide detector. This is especially recommended for residents who own combustion appliances, such as a gas furnace. If your fan blades are set to turn counterclockwise, the warm air you crave will float to the ceiling, while cold air will get pushed down toward the floor level where you are. Run your fans clockwise during winters, as this will redirect warm air trapped on the ceiling downwards. Protect against frozen pipes by insulating those that could be susceptible to freezing. With severe temperature drops, keep a stream of water running in a few faucets to guard against freezing and bursting. Caulk around holes and openings to prevent cold air from seeping in. Install weather strippings and seals around openings such as windows, doors, air conditioners, and mail chutes. Installing storm doors will prevent cold air from entering your home or heat from escaping it, which will reduce your power bills. Ice takes up nearly 10% more space than the same amount of liquid water. When the water in the hose freezes during the winter season, the hose cannot stretch to accommodate it. This results in burst pipes, broken valves, and broken joints. Be sure to shut off the hose valves, drain the hose completely, and remove the hose to prevent freezing. To prevent clogging, inspect and clean the gutters of leaves and other debris. Clean gutters will allow melted snow to drain properly. If feasible, install gutter guards to keep leaves out. Gutter guards will need to be occasionally brushed off to ensure the guards work to their maximum effectiveness, but it's not as strenuous as routine cleaning. Your heating unit will be the one appliance you will regularly use. Start by checking the air filters of your heating system when winterizing your house. Change your filters if they have accumulated dirt or dust. A clean filter will improve air quality and reduce energy bills. Residential fires are more common in winter, so it's important that all your smoke detectors work. Check them monthly and replace batteries as needed.
It is time in the show to see what activities county divisions and departments are hosting in the next few weeks in this episode's calendar of events. To find out more about future events and activities, just visit frederickcountymd.gov. We're coming to the end of County Perspective, but the show isn't over just yet. Emergencies can happen at any time, so it's vital to be prepared whenever a crisis strikes. The Division of Fire and Rescue Services and Parks and Recreation are providing free CPR and Stop the Bleed classes all throughout the month of February. Participants must be 13 years of age or older. To register, visit frederickcounty.md.gov/FCDFRS Community Outreach or call 301-600-2936. Hey, 2025 is the year you stop seeing red. Well, at least on FCG-TV. We recently updated our color scheme and look of our live production graphics and other programs like this one. So say goodbye to the old red graphics you have seen for over a decade. But don't worry, we still have the same great meeting coverage and informative programs like Destination Frederick County, Farming Frederick, and of course a personal favorite of mine, County Perspective. To check out our new look, tune in to Comcast Channel 19 or HD Channel 1072. If you don't have cable, you can stream live meetings at frederickcountymd.gov/FCG-TV and always check out our other content on YouTube. Well everyone, that concludes this episode of County Perspective. If you want to stay up to date on important news and events going on in the county, follow Frederick County on social media at FredCoGovMD. We'll see you next time with a fresh look from a county perspective. Take care, everyone.